Welcome back to the RTR Buddy. My name is Ryan. In today's video, we're going to talk about the 2025 edition of the Arrma Gorgon and 5 key updates that's been made to this vehicle. And you're going to want to stick around till the end because the 5th update that I'm going to talk about is something that's extremely rare in the RC industry. So stick around and I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Alright, so the Arrma Gorgon has been out for 2 years, first came out in 2023, and it's an extremely popular vehicle, so it's nice to see that we're finally getting a refresh of the current model. And so in this video, we're going to talk about the 5 key updates, and so let's go ahead and jump right into the first update. And the first one is going to be the new color RTRs. So in the past, the only RTRs that you could get were the blue version, the highlighter yellowish green, and then the red version, and then they had the kit version, which was like a black gunmetal. But now RTR with the battery and charger included, you can get that in blue, you can get it in red, which is the standard color, you can get it in highlighter yellow, and now you can get it in purple, and you can get it in gunmetal black, which is nice to see. So they got basically 5 colors now as RTRs that include battery and chargers. And then also too, you can still get the blue version without the battery and charger. So it's definitely nice to see that they have some versatility in the lineup. So that's the first key change. Let's go ahead and get to the second. And the second change is pretty obvious, but now this vehicle includes color matched wheels. About time. It's nice that, because all the older models, like the one I had behind me, they all come with the standard like gray factory wheels, which is fine. It's a good looking wheel and tire, but it's nice to see that they actually come with color match wheels. And so as you can see in the pictures, they got all the standard colors. They got blue, red, yellow, and purple. And then of course they got the standard gray gunmetal. Definitely a nice touch. And so let's get to the third up. All right, and the third update is a little bit more under the hood and not obvious to the eye, but now this truck finally includes a fan grille, where the older version that I have behind me from 2023 actually did not include a fan grille. Even though there's no fan, it was just like this open hole in the chassis. And without a doubt, if you went and ran this thing in the dirt, you would for sure get debris piling up on top of your motor, which is definitely not a good thing. And so it's nice that they finally include that fan motor grille, which really comes like standard on pretty much all their RTRs nowadays since 2024. So with this being a 2025 refresh, it's only right that they actually add the fan grille and finally give you that upgrade. So nice touch. Let's go ahead and get to update number 4. And update number 4, this one is an absolute must, and it's even further under the hood. But this vehicle now comes with the Pinion mesh plate. So that was one like critical thing that was missing from the Gorgon when it was first released in 2023. And these things are known for backing off for the motor pinion backing off of the spur and having a chance of chewing up your spur gear because the mesh isn't set correctly. I actually have had to set my own pinion gear a couple times on mine just throughout bashing because there is no mesh plate. That motor tends to back out after, heavy abuse. So now it comes with a mesh safe plate, which keeps the mesh and between your pinion gear and your spur the same contact patch at all time, which is great. And then of course, if you're going to upgrade your pinion at some point on this vehicle, you can get different mesh plates to match your pinion count. So finally, that's like a must, must upgrade if you get this vehicle without the mesh plate. So it looks like now it just comes standard, which is great. All right, let's go ahead and get to the 5th update. And so the 5th update, I know I kind of teased this in the first 10 seconds of the video, but I promise you it's well worth it. So I'll tell you, if you follow my channel, if you've been following my channel the last few months, I do a lot of pricing updates and show you guys pricing graphs. I have the RC price tracker. I even have a page dedicated to price hikes with all the tariffs and stuff. And so I'm well accustomed. I've been following prices for the last 4 months and I'll keep doing it till whenever. But it's pretty rare to see a vehicle actually decrease in price. And so that's the 5th major update. This vehicle actually has a new everyday low price. They're actually decreasing the price on this vehicle $20 on both models. So that's the model with the battery and charger, and then the model without the battery and charger. Both are seeing a $20 decrease. And that, shout out to Arrma. That is like a really, really cool thing to see. It's extremely rare. I think in the time that I've been tracking prices, I've only seen it twice. From the top of my head, I can think of like the Traxxas, the High Trail TRX4. That saw like a $50 price decrease just to its base price. But that truck's been out a while. So that I've seen it there. And then I think the Vanquish Optics, I saw they had like a $70 price decrease just to their base price. So it's extremely rare. That's like literally two vehicles out of like hundreds that I've seen that I've actually seen like a permanent price decrease. So seeing the Gorgon, with what, how the beginning of the year was going, where it started off at like 170, then 190, then the 220. Now that battery and charger kit model, or model with the battery and charger, from being the 220, now it's down to 199, which is nice to see a $20 price decrease. And then the model without the battery and charger is now at $179.99, $20 price decrease. So actually take that back, $169.99. But like I said, extremely rare. You don't hardly ever see that. And if you want some proof, if you go take a look at the site, and of course I'll post it here on the video, but it says new everyday low price. So I'm assuming that's the new low price. So shout out to Arrma. It's good to see. I'm glad that we're actually seeing prices start to kind of reel back a little bit. And then especially for this vehicle, I've done a few videos on the Gorgon, and this is a fantastic vehicle, so I highly recommend you get it. If you're on the fence about getting the Gorgon, it's a great starter vehicle. I have a few videos if you want to check those out, and just some things that you're going to need to update. But honestly, like this new 2025 edition, unless they've updated the servo saver, which I haven't read that they have, it looks like it's probably still the same servo saver. That's probably like the only part you need to upgrade on this thing. Otherwise, it's got the mesh plate, it's got the fan grille cover, it's got color match wheels, and it's got a lower price. Can't beat it. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. That's all I got about this new version of the Gorgon. I felt that, after digging into it, felt like it was worth making a video about. So hope you got something out of it, and I'll see you on the next one.